We all have weaknesses and fears and strengths and stories and self-deprecating things we say to ourselves, as well as limitations and blockages that we think are true. But when we actually look at the stories we're telling ourselves, the things that we're looking at in our lives, we can adjust them, we can reframe them. Even we can step into courage, step into power, step into being who we want to be and live how we want to be. So even if we have fear, courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyways. You know, with limits, it's like, are they actually limits that we've placed on ourselves? And can we change them? Can we reframe the story about them? Can we turn them into something that's actually a strength that gives fuel to the fire? But also looking at, like, are those limits? And if they are limits, break past them. Because you can continually break past your limits. You can continually break down blockages, break down the walls around your heart, break down the walls between you and other people, or even the walls between you and the life you desire to have, because they're set there and they're meant to be broken. And they were set there either by things you were taught as you were growing up, things you self-told yourself, the experiences you went through. They've shaped us, they've shaped you, they've shaped me. And so the things I've been through have shaped me to be who I am. And also I've had blockages, I've had obstacles, I've had limiting beliefs about myself and stories that just don't serve. And it took me a while to realize them, and it took me some raising my consciousness, becoming consciously aware of them so that I can shift them, so I can tear down those walls, or I can break past the limits and step into being a new me, a better me, a higher version of that. And so when we think about these fears we might have in life, when you think about the blockages you have in your life, if there's anything you're telling yourself that you're saying, I can't do that, or I'm not capable of doing that, or I need to do this, those are actually self-deprecating things that we do to ourselves. They're things that keep us playing small in this life, because it doesn't serve you to play small. It doesn't serve me to play small, and it doesn't serve the universe to play small. The universe wants you to play big. Your true essence, the being that you truly are deep down inside, wants to play big in life, wants to play into an arena that serves you. And play big can mean a very different things. I'm not saying get on the stage with millions of people of an audience, but stepping into playing the game of life, how you actually want to play the game of life, and being who you actually want to be, and ripping apart those stories that just don't serve anymore. Take a look at where they came from. We can even do that right now. Take a big breath in, let it out. What is one of the biggest limits in your life? What is one of the biggest blockages in your life? And when you look at it for a moment, how true is it? And if it wasn't you were talking to, if it was your best friend, if it was a small child, if it was your lover or your partner or someone you admire, and they were telling you that exact same thing of, like, I can't do this because of ... or I'm limited because of ... what would you say to them? How would you help them reframe it? How would you look at a way to reframe that? And even if you're thinking of physical limitations that you have, there is a way around it. There's ways to be. I've seen people accomplish amazing, great things. I've seen people in wheelchairs be extremely strong and able to climb ropes higher than I ever could. I've seen people do amazing things. My father-in-law, for example, he is in a wheelchair. He had polio at a very young age and is not able to do a lot of the things that a lot of us think that we could do. But that man has never let that stop him from accomplishing things. He has a good job. He has a degree. He went and self-taught himself. He's also been an entrepreneur. He's worked multiple things. He's owned his own shop where he sold things and supplies for people. He's sold jewelry. He's got a degree in agriculture. He's a gardener. He's a grower. And if you were to see his home has this beautiful waterfall in the front of it. And their backyard has 3 sheds and a very beautiful paved back way and multiple trees that are grafted together. And he did all of that by himself in an electric wheelchair, in a physical wheelchair, not being able to fully use his legs and not having full mobility of some of his upper body, he still was able to do those things. He has more determination and has accomplished more than most people I know. He has more determination than I do. He's a true inspiration. And so just want to use that as an example for even if you feel limited in some way physically, there's a way around it. And most of us block ourselves mentally, block ourselves emotionally, and we have some kind of story we're telling ourselves that was taught to us by ourselves, by society, by parents, by authority figures, by other people in our life. And we need to drop that so you can step into living your life how you actually want to be, viewing yourself as who you truly want to be. And looking at where those limits come from is part of shadow work, is part of discovering your golden shadow, the deep part of you where your untapped gifts lie, where your hidden potential is. The golden shadow is the light within the darkness that we can tap within ourselves and shine brightly for those around us, but mainly for ourselves. It is a great thing to be of service to other people. It's something we can choose into. But really, let's choose ourselves first. Let's choose to love ourselves first. Let's choose to shift our lives into how we want it to be. And you don't have to shift your life because of some grand omnipotent being told you to, or some grand design thing. It can be that. It can also be because you simply want to. There is so much power in deciding, I want to be this way. I want to do things differently in life. And doing it because you want to gives you that full sovereign power. Alright, my name is Garth Wolf. If we're just meeting, my friends, you can check out the channel for other videos, and hope you're having a blessed, wonderful day. Keep being your awesome self. Peace.